Guest of this occasion, the real pilot of Indian youth, Sachin Pilot, to address the gathering. So please.
Munawar Ali, Shaib Thangal ji, Honorable Member of Parliament, Wahab Sahab, Anil Kumar ji, Rahul ji, Ashraf Ali ji, all the guests on the stage, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. You all know that Kerala goes to elections on 26th of April. This is a Lok Sabha election. People of India will elect a new government. Therefore, the question before us is, last 10 years we had a government, a full majority government, that was also voted by the people, and that mandate we humbly accepted. Today we have a chance to again vote for the people, the party, and the ideology that we believe in. In 2014, when the BJP was fighting the elections, Manmohan Singh ji was Prime Minister. I was a member of his cabinet. I recall that the BJP made tall promises about eradicating black money, finishing off corruption, reducing inflation, creating jobs. And people of India believed those promises. Not once, but twice. In 2019 again, people voted back for the same party, and we all humbly accepted even that decision. But 10 years later, we have to ask ourselves this question, and we have to think about what we have gained and what we have lost. This is a country that has a long tradition and history of thousands of years of people living with peace, love, harmony, and affection towards each other. In the last 10 years, there has been a systematic effort to undermine the constitutional bodies in this country. And I say this with deep regret that despite 75 years of different governments coming to power in New Delhi, no other government has done so much damage to the transparency, credibility, and the functioning of our constitutional bodies. Friends, in a democracy, having the right to vote merely is not enough. People cast their vote in Russia also, in Pakistan also, in other countries. It is not the right to vote that defines our democracy. What makes our democracy and our republic strong is the constitutional bodies that we have created for 70 years. We have nurtured those bodies, whether it's election commission, whether it's judiciary, whether it's the bureaucracy, even the media. Last few years, there has been a systematic attack on the credibility and the faith that people have. When the Supreme Court of India passes a judgment, the highest court of the land, when a bench of Supreme Court gives a verdict, that verdict is acceptable to all parties, all individuals, because we all believe that Supreme Court is the final word on all disputes. It is not that the Supreme Court judges come from the skies. It is because that institution has value for us. You all have faith that whatever the Supreme Court decides, we will abide by that. We may like it, we may dislike it, we may agree or disagree, but we believe in what is being said by the highest court of the land. If tomorrow the functioning, the selection, and the transparency of the institution is under question, then there will be chaos in this country. Similarly, the Election Commission is a non-government body that has the responsibility of ensuring a level playing field. When the elections are announced, every party, every candidate must have equal opportunity to reach out to the people. Is it fair for the government of India to have seized the Congress party's bank accounts in the middle of elections? Supreme Court said the electoral bonds in this country are illegal. BJP collected 8,000 crores by donations from companies that were given contracts. Election bonds are illegal, Supreme Court has said. Supreme Court said, disclose the records of who you took money from. Government of India says we need 4 months to get the data. Then Supreme Court got angry. Within 2 days, you have to disclose of where you took money from, donations from. And now BJP says we were using election bonds to increase transparency. If you wanted to increase transparency, then why hide the names? The question amongst us, friends, and I say this with a lot of responsibility, is that we have to elect a government that works for the people. The UPA government made laws like NREGA, right to education, right to food security, right to information. Those were laws that helped our people. There is no country in the world, there are 200 countries in this earth, no country in the world has a law for right to work. Dr. Manmohan Singh, Sonia Gandhi ji made that law. Even today, NREGA is applicable all over India. No party can change it. We made that into law. Look at the laws the BJP made. The 3 farm laws, which were backtracked later. GST on everything. Note ban. Here is a government that has made policies to benefit a few. The wealth the country creates does not go down to the middle classes or the poorer people. It gets limited to select few. All our ports, airports, our mining sector, our power sector, everything has been given to a very few people. I am not against investments or corporate sector investing, but it has to be level playing field. This election is also about protecting the rights of people who are equal citizens. What happened in Manipur? How can anyone forget that? The atrocities, the violence, the murder, the rapes that happened. Government of India was silent watching all of this. People of Manipur have equal rights just as you and me have. Our birth, our religion, our caste, our culture, our food habits cannot define who we are. The Constitution gives us equal opportunity, equal respect, equal rights. That is what we have to fight for. 26th of April is a day where I don't believe what BJP says. They say 300 par, 300 par, 400 par, 500 par. That I don't believe. What I believe in Kerala, and all my friends on the stage will agree that this time it'll be 20 on 20 in Kerala for UDF. Last time we were one short. We have to make up for that and give 20 on 20. Look at the speeches made last 2 days, because the first round of polling, 102 seats, the BJP has suffered a huge setback. I come from Rajasthan, and I can assure you, the Congress party will get more seats than BJP in Rajasthan. They are in power in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. Despite that, people have realized enough is enough. Same rhetoric, same propaganda, same publicity, same television, WhatsApp, hoardings, banners, flags, huge resources, using the power of the state, enforcement directorate, the CBI, the income tax. 96% of all raids, searches, and actions of the ED have been on people who are opposed to the government of India. 96%. And the minute those people who are accused jump and come to the BJP, they become absolutely clean. This is happening blatantly. Therefore, this election is far more important than electing an MP. You have an MP who's fought for you. And I'm proud to say, Rahul Gandhi ji has led from the front. He has taken on Mr. Modi and the BJP government head on. And he has been facing the wrath of the full power of the state. You disqualify him, you take his house away, you put cases against him and his family. Despite that, he has relentlessly fought for the rights of the people of Wayanad in Kerala and people of India. Therefore, the future depends on all of us. We have to vote in large numbers. People around the world are watching which way India will vote. We are the largest democracy. In a democracy, the ruling party has a role to play, but the opposition has an equal role to play. 400, that is the number of MPs Rajiv ji had got 1984. I don't recall Rajiv Gandhi ji ever saying, I will make India BJP free. I will finish off the opposition. That is not the way in a democracy. You have to respect the opposition. You may disagree, but you have to debate, you have to discuss, you have to deliberate. 147 members of parliament were suspended on a single day. 147 members of parliament suspended, thrown out of parliament, and then bills were passed while they were suspended. That is not a healthy sign for democracy. I don't know if you've all seen, in Chandigarh there was a mayor election. The election officer sitting there and spoiling the votes in full camera view. Supreme Court had to intervene, and then justice was done. Therefore, this election in the future, to protect the values, the ethos of our constitution, our democracy, our republic, we have to protect that with all our strength. This election, you have to come out and vote. And Rahul Gandhi ji, the Congress, the UDF, the government of Kerala. After such a long time, a government was repeated. And what has LDF done? Not a single question is being answered. Serious corruption charges are being made against the Chief Minister and his cabinet colleagues and his political leaders, and no answers are being given. Violence has been unleashed against our cadres and UDF cadres and Congress cadres. You can't run a government like that. You can't hide behind your speeches and not deliver on promises. LDF will try what it can, but the people of Kerala have made up their minds that 20 on 20 for UDF in Kerala. And I said this in a speech before earlier. Some journalists asked me, what will happen to the BJP? I said, in South, BJP, Saf. In North, BJP, half. So we know we have to fight the battle. We are short of resources. They are using all the might, all the money, all the power that they have. But the people of India and the people of Kerala know which way to vote. And I want to thank Munawar Ali ji. He and his family have been strong supporters. I've had the great privilege of meeting his father and his family, and a noble soul who really worked for harmony and peace and brotherhood. And that is what this country and this state represents. The unity of all, the place that everybody has to work together and move forward together. This can't be a country where few are making money and wealth and few are being left behind. And I want to ask the leaders of BJP, look at the speeches you are making. Look at the allegations you are making. In our manifesto, Congress manifesto, we have said that the poorest families in this country will get 1 lakh rupees a year. That is nothing compared to the 16 lakh crores this government has waived off of a few industries. 16 lakh crores of money, bank loans have been waived off of a few select industrialists. Why can't the poorest in this country get that financial help? We are the first party in the country to say that we will have a law for procurement. MSP procurement, we'll make a law. We have announced that 30 lakh government jobs, Government of India jobs that are unfulfilled, those vacancies will be filled, and 50% of those jobs will go to women. We are talking about making India a country that belongs to everybody. And lastly, in 2004, Vajpayee ji was Prime Minister, and BJP made this large campaign about India shining. In 2004, what happened? The India Shining marketing fell on its face, and the UPA government came to power in 2004. 20 years later, the same thing will happen. India Alliance will get majority on 4th of June. But for that, I request all of you, we have to forget about religion and caste and community and language. We must come together as one country, and one vote must come. And we must vote for UDF, we must vote for Rahul ji, we must vote for the Congress party, and your strength will give us power to fight ahead. I want to thank all of you for inviting me. I have come all the way to make a special request that on 26th of April, all of you must come out and vote, and make sure not just in this constituency or this Lok Sabha seat, but across Kerala, we must make sure that we get 20 on 20 for UDF. Thank you very much. May your path be blessed. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Sachin.